Assalamualaikum and good day to Puan Kamilah binti Jaafar as my faculty supervisor and Mr. Danny Wang as my industry supervisor. My name is Muhammad Amir Shafiq bin Azli and this is my presentation for industrial training after 24 weeks training with PIC Engineering Services at Shah Alam as engineering intern. For this slide, I will show the 4 objectives for this industrial training. First one is to acquire the working environment industry. Second one is to develop a new knowledge. The third is to acquire a communication skill to interact with others, especially the clients. And lastly is to build a self-confidence when working at industry. Okay, now for company profile, the PIC stands for Process Instruments and Control. My company philosophy is to be specialized in the field of instrumentation and plant automation of pressure, temperature, level, flow, valve, and analysis. Right now is the mission is to become the preferred engineering partner of our customers to work by providing the best solution or advice to our customers. And lastly, the vision is to provide the best service experience to our customer with the shortest possible service downtime with the minimum cost impact. Okay, right now I will share some facts about PIC Engineering that located at Pusat Perniagaan Bukit Raja, Section 7, Shah Alam. The main key activities is by supplying and do installation, commissioning, troubleshooting, and servicing instrument. The working hours is mainly on Monday to Friday from 9 AM to 6 PM and on alternate Saturday from 9 AM to 1 PM, only half day. Our main customer is Cargill Pump Product, Petronas Dagangan Berhad, Shell Malaysia, KL Kepong Oleomas or known as KLK, TG2 Wilhelmina Energy Malaysia, Evonik Singapore, and Berry Chocolate. Okay, now at PIC Engineering, I was located at Service Department as Engineering Service Intern. My main job that I learned is calibration, function testing, valve service, installation, and commissioning. All these job scope will be explained on the next slide. The first job scope is calibration. For calibration, we are trained to improve instrument equipment reading with routine equipment calibration and adjustment. The items such as pressure transmitter or pressure gauge can be measured safely that it can ensure the compliance and thus avoid the cost that may caused by inaccurate measurement that, for example, explosion and leaking. All calibrators are traceable to series certification on accuracy. Just like this figure 1, the calibration for Shimmerer pressure gauge done by using master pressure gauge approved by SIRIM. For every calibration, there must be a important equipment that will be used to calibrate the instrument. The first one is pneumatic hand pump and master pressure gauge that need to be used to calibrate instrument that use pressure. The second one is instrumentation multifunction calibrator or known as process meter to measure, display and control a wide range of process variables such as 4 to 20 milliamp or pulse. And lastly, the master liquid that used to calibrate pH and conductivity sensor or maybe other items such as turbidity. Okay, the second scope of work is about function testing. Function testing need to be done for all the equipment instrument in our workshop at Shah Alam before they are delivered to the customer plant to make sure the instrument can be run and used safely and smoothly. Based on the picture, function testing for non-contact radar before send it to the customer. Right now for valve testing, valve test can be done on plant site and or in our workshop in Shah Alam. A test certificate from DOSH approval will be issued for each item setting the test result and condition. For safety and relief valve test, there is two types of tests. The first one is pop test to ensure that the pressure is released at the set point pressure. And the second test is bubble test to ensure that the body can sustain a certain pressure without any leakage. Based on the figure 3, bubble test at the FCO vertical test bench to measure the leakage at the pressure relief valve. Okay, for scope of work number 4 is valve repair service. Valve repair service like the valve testing can be done at plant or at our workshop in Shah Alam. Pressure relief valve allow dangerous level of pressure to be released safely by triggering release when the pressure rises to a certain level. By allowing a certain amount of pressure to come out, this valve can prevent catastrophic failure and potential injury. So, periodic maintenance need to be done to the pressure relief valve. As figure 4, before and after picture show that the pressure relief valve that need to be overhauled to prevent failure caused by dirt, oil and the industry environment. Okay, number 5 is installation. Installation for instrument equipment for customer can be done at site. Every installation will be installed by referring to standard required by customer based on design, safety, specification, medium, and environments to be installed. As figure 5, that is me do an installation of the level switch type RF admittance at Wilhelmina Energy Malaysia at Gebang, Kuantan. Okay, lastly for commissioning, for past 16 weeks, I was doing a commissioning for Wilhelmina Energy Malaysia for their R&D sample plant at Gebang, Kuantan. Right now, I will explain about commissioning. Commissioning refers to the activities from the point in the project when construction is complete or equipment is installed until the equipment is placed into service and handed over to the customer operations team for continued operation and maintenance. Commissioning at the TG2 Wilhelmina Energy Malaysia sample plant for R&D usage at Gebang, Kuantan, Pahang. Okay, right now the Wilhelmina is developed by TG2. TG2 is a company that do the renewable energy for biomass. Okay, the location for Wilhelmina Energy Malaysia sample plant for R&D located at Lot 140H Jalan Gebang 2/1 Kawasan Pedestrian Gebang 26080 Kuantan, Pahang. This company focus to make a biomass from empty fruit bunch, especially from palm oil, to export it to the Japan by using steam explosion technology. Okay, the last slide is about conclusion. The conclusion that I get from this industrial training is it expose the student to act maturely in every situation by solving problem. The second is industrial training program also capable of upgrading student communication skill with customers and being more responsible to the work ethic. And lastly, it is good to adapt a good moral value that can be obtained from the industrial training.